Welcome everybody. I'm going to talk about academic summer courses. And just to give you a little background, I am a teacher for over 40 years, teacher, writer of textbooks. I started this company 12 years ago, and we have been running academic summer courses since 2002. I'm married with 3 children and 6 grandchildren and 7 grand dogs. The dogs do not belong to me, they belong to my children. Okay, to business. There are 2 kinds of summer camps. The first kind, well, 2 kinds of summer courses. The first one we can call a summer camp. It is normally English plus fun. It's normally cheaper and it's like a holiday, and you study for a maximum of 15 hours. And these are good. They're a good introduction for younger children to learning English in Britain. We do not do that. We do an academic course. That's the second kind of summer course. So academic courses, you will study English and the main subjects like maths, physics, chemistry, biology, business, history, geography, etc. On these courses, we have a lot more staff to teach and to look after the students. And it's quite like a normal boarding school. And you can study for 20 or 30 hours. Talking about the academic summer course, there are 2 purposes for it. It can be a pre-sessional course. That means it is a course which prepares you if you are going directly into a British school. So at my summer course, about 60% of the students come to England for the summer and then stay and go directly to British schools. But the other function of an academic summer course is to be a taster course, so that you try before you buy. So if you have a child and you're thinking of sending them to boarding school and you're not sure if they will like it or not, you can send them to an academic summer program to try out living in a boarding school. So what I'm going to do now is to give you a brief outline of an academic summer course, and then think about the questions that you may have to ask about sending your child to boarding school. First part, what is a summer course? Well, usually it's for students a little bit older. Some courses will take them down to age 8, but you must make sure that the child is suitable for an academic program before you send them on this kind of course. Most of our students will be between 12 and 17. On an academic summer program, all of the students will be international, and they will be from many different countries. And academic summer courses attract students who are quite ambitious. So we have many students who are seriously interested in going to Oxford or Cambridge or the top universities in Britain. Academic summer courses are usually longer. You can come for 2 weeks, but to be honest, it's not very useful. It's better to come for 4 or even 8 weeks to make a lot of progress. So we like the word course. Academic summer course, it means something serious. We don't like summer camp for what we do. Summer camp is about fun and doing naughty things in the summer. We like summer course. Sounds better. And Most of the people who offer this are inspected and accredited. Often they're accredited by the British Council. I have summer courses at Wellington and Lord Wandsworth College, but there are other schools which offer this. Sherborne School runs a very famous academic summer programme, King's Ely, Bedford, and probably about 8 or 10 programmes, but there are not many academic summer courses. Pastoral care. Pastoral means looking after the children. So the children are collected from the airport. In our company, we have done this for 12 years, and so far we have never lost a student. Fingers crossed. All the students live in a boarding house. Boarding means you live in the school and you eat in the school. So a boarding house is your home for the summer. Then we have house parents, house mother, house father, and they live and sleep every night in the boarding house. And they come round the rooms every night, make sure they have all the students, then they have a little sleep, and then the next morning they come and wake everybody up again. Plenty of staff, 24 hours a day. There are lots of staff around to look after your children, and the schools are in very safe locations, very safe environments. So this is an example of a girl's bedroom. In fact, this is a bedroom for 2 people, not 4, but we put some more pretty girls in there to look interesting. 4 different nationalities in this photograph. So the accommodation is quite simple but comfortable, and in addition there will be a lounge, a sitting room, television, sometimes a kitchen, and the students really enjoy this kind of activity, this kind of life. The academic program depends on the age of the pupil, but normally they will study a full week. So for the younger ones, maybe 20, 22 hours. For the ones who are 14 or over, up to 30 hours a week. English is the most important thing. So you have English lessons from a qualified English teacher, and those will be between 9 and 15 hours a week. But you will also study many other subjects. And in these subjects, the teachers will go slowly because they know that the students do not speak English as their first language, but they will give students a taste of studying those subjects. And also they will focus on the study skills of British education. So I just mentioned 2 study skills. In the science subjects, the students will do a lot of practical work, and they will not watch the teacher do it, they will also do the experiments. Another study skill is the interaction in the class. So in some cultures, the teacher is the expert and the students should say nothing. But in the British style of education, the teacher is what we call a facilitator. The teacher is helping you learn, and the teacher wants the students to talk, to ask questions, to put up their hand and say, I have a problem, okay, let's talk about it, and give your opinions as well. So the British classroom has a lot of dialogue happening. So this is a chemistry lesson. The students work hard, but there is always a social program. They will have 1 trip a week, clubs, sports, social activities, often drama lessons, and usually there's some kind of final party, or we have a final dinner to say goodbye to the students. So this is sport, this is a social activity, a game. This is a final dinner, and that's me talking. In the summer, we also focus on what we call soft skills. And these are things like integration. It's important for people from different countries to meet each other. So we have a lot of Chinese students in the summer. And China is very important in the world now. It's important for everyone to understand the Chinese. And in the summer, we will integrate Chinese, Japanese, Thais, many European countries as well. We think that good manners are important. So, for example, when the students take their food in the dining room, we want them to say thank you to the ladies who are helping them. Just go on to confidence. The most important thing we do in the summer is give students more confidence, especially confidence to speak English. We give them many opportunities inside the class and outside the class to practice speaking English, and their confidence grows throughout the summer. This is an example of integration. The second part of the course, of the talk, is if you are coming to study at a boarding school in the UK, what are your questions? Your first question will be, is it safe? And I can say, yes, it's a very safe environment. Many staff, no problems over many years that we have been doing it. Just some pictures of the course. Can I live away from home? This is the question many young people are thinking. You will be away from parents, mummy, daddy, your pets, your friends, your favorite TV, your favorite food, all of these things. And every year we see this. People come in looking shy, worried. The first 1 or 2 days can be difficult, but we have many staff who will be your friends. And it's not just my company, the other companies will look after you as well. And it gets better after a few days. In my experience, 95% of students can adapt and really enjoy this summer. And we get wonderful feedback from our students. But a few discover this is not suitable for them. And it's better if they discover this during the summer, and then they know they should not go to boarding school in the future. Will I have any friends? Yes, you will make friends. We have many games, activities, parties. You will be sharing a room, usually with someone. Students make great friendships, and we have actually had 2 couples later get married. Can I study in English? This depends on your level and your attitude. English language is the most important thing. Again, I would say, from my experience, 95% work hard, and yes, they can proceed in the British system. This is some students visiting universities, thinking of the future. What can I do in my spare time? Well, actually, you will not have much spare time, but there will be a full program in every academic summer course of sports, music, etc. Some of the summer activities. There's a fashion show. This dress is made out of newspapers. Last question, can I follow the rules? And there are many rules in looking after children in a boarding house. And in most schools you will have to wear uniform. Not in the summer, but in the boarding school. We do not want students to do things like smoking or drinking, etc. Sometimes students make mistakes in their behaviour and we have to discipline them. It's exactly the same in the boarding schools. What we are trying to develop is self-discipline so that you control yourself. It's not a prison. We're not policemen. We want every student to be able to control themselves. The conclusion is academic summer courses are useful if you are coming to study, definitely in England, to prepare you, or if you want to have a taster to try it before you make a decision later. There are some pretty girls. And the conclusion we find for most... Do you want to take a photo of the girls? No? Okay.
Yes.
The girls, okay. Okay. This is our final dinner when everyone dresses up beautifully. And the feedback that we get, the students enjoy it, and often the parents find their children are different when they come home, more confident, more mature. I finished. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you. Thank you.